losers lose. If you keep being a victim, if you keep letting losing happen to you, if you keep letting people do you and treat you any kind of way, it's going to become a culture. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. If you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. Your stuff needs to be sacred. Honor the craft. There are many of you that do not honor your craft. Like you do it when you feel like it. You wake up on Monday, you feeling it, you do it. Look, when something is sacred, you don't get to say when you want to do it or not. When something is sacred, when it's spiritual, when it's set apart, you don't say, I don't feel like doing TGIM. I don't feel like waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning and sending the world a text. I send the world a text not because I'm getting paid. I don't get paid to do TGIM. I don't get paid to put out that positive stuff. I don't get paid to do the success series. So why are you doing all this for free? Because it's sacred. Because I've been given life and a gift, I've got to give back. And so some of you will never get to the next level because what you're doing is about money. When all you're doing is something for money, when you get tired, you can quit because money is not a strong enough factor, right? It's not deep enough that when you're going through hell, when you do it, you can't get out of it. Are you a gazelle or are you a lion? When the gazelle wakes up, it runs. But if a lion ain't chasing it, it stops running. But when the lion wakes up, it don't need nobody to push it. It pushes itself. Why? Because he realizes that if he does not catch that gazelle, not only him, but his family don't eat. What are you playing this game for? What's your passion? What's your drive? What's your purpose? And when you know why you're doing what you're doing, you saw my t-shirt, no alarm clock needed. My passion wakes me up. I got up at 3 o'clock this morning, no clock. I ain't used the clock in 20 years. My passion wakes me up. My drive wakes me up. My determination wakes me up. My ability to be, do, and have whatever I want, it wakes me up. What wakes you up? What drives you? Why are you playing this game? Is it just a game? Or do you eat it? Do you sleep it? Do you drink it? Have you possessed the game? Do you want to change the game? I'm sitting with a D1 basketball player this morning, freshman. He pulled out a piece of paper and he showed me 20 goals, what he wants to accomplish in Big Ten. 18-year-old kid, 20 goals. I asked him, why you got these goals? He said, because right now, my mama ain't eating. Right now, my grandma, I can't afford to buy her a drink of water, but I guarantee you next year this time, I'll make my mark. Men build with one hand, they tear down with the other. But what I don't like to see you do is put all this energy and effort into one thing and you build that thing up, but then you don't work on your blind spots and you tear down what you build up. Enemies or no haters, can't nobody stop what God has for me, but I can stop what God has for me. They gonna teach you to build up, but they're not gonna say nothing to you about your blind spots, and then your blind spots is gonna tear down everything you've ever built. You got God in that, you got great men and women, you got the room, and you got you. And you need to leverage all four of them. That's my strategy. I take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Take delight in the Lord. May he give you the desires of your heart and make all your plans succeed. I ain't never drank, I ain't never smoked, I ain't want nothing to mess this up. And I'm as human as you are. Believe that, brothers. Don't get it twisted. I got the same desires you got. And while the world may not see the significance of the three, they gonna feel the significance of the three. Kill it. You had opportunities. You didn't steward them. Don't act like God ain't never gave you no opportunity. You've been given opportunities. You blew them. Don't make this about her. Don't make this about him. Don't make this about racism. Don't make this about your daddy and your mama. You've been given opportunities. You weren't strong enough. You weren't ready for them. You blew it. The only way you're going to get to where God would have you to go is to have control, because God has given you the freedom of choice and he ain't gonna make you do nothing. Stop making plates for people who just trying to take it to go. Your life gonna go to a whole nother level if you just get rid of folks who bring it in to go containers.
But you can't buy grit, and you can't buy grind, and you can't buy resilience, and you can't buy heart, and you can't buy that dog. I got this dog for being homeless. I got this dog from being homeless. I got this dog from teaching kids who was in the hood how to understand math when they didn't. I taught them boys how to read, and I had to do it over and over and go home and do it over and over and over and over. And I did it for 3 or 4 years and I ain't make no money. So when I'm getting paid now, I ain't humble, I was broken. My God. I ain't humble, I got broke. I'm trying to tell you, God gave you a gift. So what you gotta use it in church for right now? So what, you gotta do it for free right now. It ain't always gonna be free, Joseph. It ain't always gonna be free, Joseph. Your brothers, you ain't gonna always be under your brothers, Joseph. One day they gonna bow down to you, Joseph. So you gotta start in Potiphar's house. You gotta start in the prison. But one day, you gonna listen to me very closely. One day you will do the exact same thing. You just will do it on a bigger level.
It works. And what Daddy tell me to do, sometimes it don't make sense. But it does not have to make sense. He's Alpha and Omega.
God is blessing you, but the little resources you got, you're giving them away. So what you're gonna have to learn how to do is you're gonna have to learn to bring people in your life. You got a bunch of parasites in your life. And what parasites do is suck up everything and then they move on. Once they kill you, they move on to the next. They ain't even went to your, listen to me, most of you in this room, the people you calling friends and you close to, you gonna die and ain't even gonna show up to your funeral. They won't even be there. You ain't as close as you thought y'all were. Go ahead and take ownership of your life. It's yours. Don't nobody owe you nothing.
I ain't trying to not be, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be picked. I'm like, I just want to be careful because some of you doctor, like, I ain't mad if that's what God told you to say, but I'm just not trying to take God's credit. Like, because God been blessing me all this time. And some people say doctor, like he made it. No, I made it before. I made it when God said I made it. I made it alone. I made it with the GED. I had made it. I made it when I was homeless. I made it. Why? Because God said, you are a son. You my child. You ain't got to do nothing else. You ain't got to get a degree. You ain't got to do nothing. You my son because you my son. And I'm just going to bless you because the rain falls on the just as well as the unjust. You ain't got to do nothing for me to love you. You ain't got to do nothing for me to hook you up. You my daughter. You enough. You enough. That's why you done ran through 4 men, because you don't know you enough without a man. You enough. If you never get married, you enough. If you never pass that law degree, you enough. If you never become a doctor, you enough. If you never get married, you enough. If you never have a child, you are enough like you are. And that's why God created you. You are enough. And God say, come on home so I can take care of you.
You wonder why you're not successful? Because you don't have an anchor. You want to go out there in that water, that deep water, I don't care what kind of ship you got. If you ain't got an anchor, you through. You want all that success without an anchor? You want to be in the deep? You want a phenomenal life with no anchor? You can't survive without an anchor. I got an anchor. Young dudes be like, yo, E, I want to be like you. E, I said, bro, you don't want this life. You don't want these responsibilities, bro. It's a lot of responsibility, bro. Like, I'm a leader, bro. It's a lot of responsibility. There are people who are in a position of hurt, whatever, that can be manipulated. Like, bro, you don't want these responsibilities, bro. Like, one day, I'm going to have to stand before my creator and give an account of how I made every move I made. You don't want this life, bro. If you do want a phenomenal life, you must have an anchor. You know you wasn't sweet like that, but now you got money, you riding a nice car, you got a nice house, they know you doing your thing, and so now you looking at them, they looking at you, and you entertaining them. You never could have got that before, but now you big time, and now your ship about to sink because you ain't got an anchor. If you had an anchor, you'd go and look at yourself in the mirror and be like, this feel real good, but I know I ain't. Will your anchor hold? If you ain't got no anchor, it's okay. Just don't go out in the deep. Stay your butt right on the sand and let your toes get wet. Don't get in that vessel and go all the way out. Are you hearing me? Don't go all the way out there if you ain't got no anchor, because if you ain't got no anchor, success will sweep you away in a way poverty never had. You are a creator whether you want to be one or not. And when you open up your mouth and you say that dumb stuff, you are creating that dumb stuff. It doesn't matter what they said about me, but it matters what I said about me. It only matters what you say about you. God is always going to have somebody in the room that's going to speak the right stuff. You think you got to work for it. You don't got to work for it. You just got to let him know, if you give it to me, I'm giving it straight back to you. And if you know he going to give it straight back, he going to give it to you. Stay focused, stay right, stay right. I want to make a lot of money, so I'm going to stay right here. I want to make a lot of money, so I'm going to stay right here in my giving. I want my spouse to love me, so I'm going to be predictable. I'm going to stay right here. If you're going to get up at 4, pray, pray. If you're going to get up at 6, pray, pray. If you're going to get in your word, get in your word. It doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. Stay predictable. Stay consistent, and then God going to open up doors. While you look up to the God in me, you're not mimicking the God in me. You're mimicking the God in this world. Even with the stuff that go wrong, that's still the best version of you that God can create.
even though things don't always work out the way you want it to work out, God did not make a mistake. And even though other people can't necessarily feel it, when God made you, he stepped back and said, that's good. Your daddy might not think it's good. Your wife might not think it's good. Your husband might not think it. Your kids may not think it's good. But when God made you, he stepped back on the sixth day and said, now that's good. When God made you, he didn't just say it was good, he rested from creation. You so dope that God didn't even make one like you. You so dope that when God made you, he didn't even make a duplicate. Many of us, we're struggling because who we are don't fit right with some people we love. Who we are don't fit right with the society that we come from. And so now you're getting them confused with God. When God made me, he gave me a volume. Unlike most men, I have a volume. I got a bass. God turned all the tremble down. He gave me a bass. He gave me an energy that electrifies people, that gives people life. The problem is you know who God is, you don't know who you are. The right to take precedent or to proceed before others. Many of you are where you are because your mama didn't take priority and you got a problem with that. That's why you're really still struggling to this day, because you've never been nobody's priority. Or the person that you wanted to be the priority, you weren't the priority to that person. I made work a priority. You have the right to take precedent. You have the right to be a priority. And God told me to tell you today that as soon as he becomes the priority, everything in your life about to change. You so broke because money is your priority. Your challenge is you can't pray enough. You can't read enough Bible scripture. Until you feel like you are a priority, it's all a waste of time. And there's something that happened in your life. You messed up, you did something wrong, somebody said you did something wrong, and now that's become your new benchmark when priority should be your benchmark.
We don't have so many days left. We can't be beefing no more. We can't go to bed angry no more. We can't waste 2 days beefing. We counted the day. We only got so many days left. This is all we got. We put it in our head, like the physical day. These are all the days we have left on this earth. We gotta use every last one of them wisely.
Success is never on discount. Success is never on sale.
It's my problem. It's my solution. I'm taking ownership. Let it go. Let her go. Let him go. They don't deserve that much power over your life. Let them go. I know they hurt you. Let it go. They only still have power because you still holding on to it. Stop being average. Average people can't forgive. Average people can't let go. The greats, we do whatever it takes for self-preservation. We do whatever it takes to be happy. You think I wanted to let my biological father off the hook? You think I want to let him off the hook? He left my mom. He left me. You think I want to let my man off the hook? I was with my family my whole life. I thought he was a friend of my family. I didn't know he was my father. I know my grandma. I know my aunts. I know my cousins. I just thought he was a friend of the family. I can, I will, I must. This is your life, not mine. It's our time. It's our time for our family to understand wealth. It's our time to take our wives on a trip for 30 days and not have to worry about anything. It's our time for them to get manicures and pedicures. It's our time to let them live a certain life. It's our time. It's our turn. It's our country. Let's eat it up. Let's enjoy it.
You will fight for your life on the street, but you won't fight a paper. You won't fight an exam. You won't fight a standardized test. Don't back up on no tests. You approach the test the same way you approach somebody who approached you on the streets. You don't quit, you don't give up, you don't run, so why are you running from a paper? Stop running.
And I'm so excited to be in this room because the words that I say in this moment can fuel the rest of your life. Operate in a way you've never operated before. And once you do that, because I know if you're in this room, I know there's something special about you, that once you leave this room and you go from 70 to 120%, there are gonna be some things that happen in your life that didn't happen before, not because you didn't have the ability. So this is not an ability room. We're not talking about ability. We're talking about activating this greatness that's in us. Your abilities are your abilities. I'm not gonna be able to help you to do anything that you do better. Like I'm not gonna be able to give you a gift that you don't have. But what I will be able to do is help you today operate in a way you've never operated before. We have to start here. We have to start here. Just write down those things, 1 or 2 or 3 things that you have to
desperately get done before this year ends. It's desperation. I don't have a choice. I don't have an option. You got to get that done. You know when it's your time, like you know it's that moment. It's like enough is enough. When are you going to get this done? Enough is enough. This is the year. This is it, guys. I really need this. How is it going to empower them? How is it going to change their life? And all I can think about is, wow, if I get this PhD, like I can just like change the zeros. Like I just remember thinking like there were doors that were closed to me in the United States of America, right? Because of the nationality that I come from or the part of town that I come from. And I specifically remember people picking other people over me for speaking engagements that weren't as good as I was. Every day when I woke up, I remembered the people that this degree would affect. And so the days I did not feel like studying, the days I did not feel like writing, the days I wanted to sleep on the plane, I thought about CJ and his family. I thought about Carl and his family. And I said, E.T., keep going. Listen to me very closely. The reason why you stop and start, and you stop and you start, and you stop and you start, is because the goal is not meaningful enough. If you quit, it's not going to change nothing. If you quit, it's not that deep. I've spoken to people who will hold me accountable. I'm trying to tell you the reason why you're not doing it is not because you don't have what it takes to do it, not because you don't have the ability to do it, but whatever it is you say you're going to do, the meaning is not strong enough. Somehow the meaning is not strong enough. You've not put enough value in it. You cannot lose everything. You got to make it happen. If you put 120% value in it, 120% meaning in it, and you get 120% accountability on it, every single goal you write down is going to happen.
Before you get out there, before you suit up, the fight starts within here. This is where it starts. If it ain't in here, it don't go out there. And Mike would look at you in your eyes before the fight started. Mike would look at you in your eye and tell you it's a wrap. Is that all you got? Lay hold of it. You lay hold of it. And when that thing tells you to quit, you look at it in his eye and say, I ain't going nowhere. I will break you before you break me. You will not defeat me. You will not destroy me. Some of you are so ignorant. You've been through so much hell. You gonna quit now? You should have quit 10 years ago when he walked out on you. You should have been quit. You don't quit now. It's the 10th round. You got 2 more to go. And when you get to success, it's not about skill. When you get to a certain level of success, it's about stamina. It's about stamina. It's about you won't break me. You can't take me. I fought too long. I fought too hard. If I was going to quit Satan, you should have got me a 17 homes. You need to stop being inspired and you need to start inspired. I don't know who you are, but you know you fiend out. You watched enough videos. No more video ain't going to do nothing for you. Action is going to do something for you now.
I ain't doing this for money. I'm doing this because of my ancestors. I ain't doing this for money. I'm doing this because of the struggle. I ain't doing this for money. I'm like, he said it. I have a dream. We on the 4th leg of that dream. Folks going to jail now for shooting us. That wasn't happening 30, 40 years ago. I'm on that leg now. And so when I grab it, there's a certain level of honor and respect I have for it. So I ain't worried about no little kid who talking about, I'm about to take your spot so he could get a Bentley. A Bentley? You don't respect our ancestors if you're doing this for a car. They sell cars. You're doing this for a house? They sell houses. They don't sell Martin Luther King's spirit. They don't sell Rosa's spirit. That's a level of respect. That's a level of honor. And you didn't hear what he said. You don't respect your craft. And you know how you don't respect it? Because you're looking at somebody else's. Respect where you are. Respect where you are. Respect what you have. Respect the people that are in your life.
You can write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm going to tell you something. Life's going to hit you in your mouth, and you got to do me a huge favor. Your why has to be greater than that knockdown. And I love it.
His why was greater than that punch. His why was greater than defeat. His why was greater than his trial and his tribulation. And I'm telling you, if you don't know what your why is and your why isn't strong, you're going to get knocked out every single day.
Are you hearing what I'm saying? You better go inside. You still looking outside for the stuff that's already inside. You still looking for someone to save you when you celebrity, your superhero. You looking for some information from somebody when you already got what you need in your head. It's just time for you to get up and be the best version of you. It's not an option. And the reason why some of you are not where you're supposed to be, you've given yourself an option. You've given yourself an excuse. I got a different drive. I got a different why. I got to make this $1.8 million so my girl can quit for the rest of her life. I'm taking all gigs. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
You can't be average and think you're gonna make your dreams become a reality and you're gonna be paid and you're gonna live life happy. It don't work like that. You never say no. You never say it can't get done. Don't you ever say out your mouth it can't get done. Even if you feel in your heart it can't get done, you don't say it out loud. You let the broke folks say that. You let the folks they firing first say that. You always say it can get done. Even if you don't think it can get done, just say it and try to make up something. Don't be average. You got dreams and goals. Most of you will die of exhaustion. You'd pass out before you reach 10,000 hours. You don't got the heart for it. You don't have the stamina for it. You couldn't take what it really takes. What makes y'all stop, or what makes y'all tired, or what makes y'all angry, or what makes y'all frustrated? I'm just thinking if the slaves would have made it with this mentality that we have today. I believe you can. But how do you learn 4 or 5 languages in 4 years? Because you have to. It's a dog fight. The road hadn't been success. Like, it's just a paved road, and like E.T. go this way. It's been rough. It's been crooked. It's been hard. But I've made up in my mind that I will get a reward for the pain that I go through. I will not stop in the middle of the process. I will not be defeated. I will not be destroyed. I will take everything that happens in my life and I will allow the pain to push me to greatness. You will not break me. You will not stop me. You will not defeat me. The only way I lose is if I quit. It's going to be a dog fight. If you're ready to quit, don't get started. If you're looking for this easy path, don't get started. If you think they're not going to close the door on you and say no 1,000,000 times, don't get started. But every time they close the door, I just get excited. Why? Because I am not a no. I'm one yes away. That's what you're not prepared for. That's what you're not thinking. You're not thinking when you go out there to defend yourself that your gun is gonna jam. You're not thinking when you go out there that your boy gonna get killed and you gotta drag. You're not thinking that. So listen to me. It's not hardships that hurt us. It's not my cousin getting shot twice. It's not my cousin spending 50 years in jail. It's not my aunt dying of cancer. It's not my wife being diagnosed with 7 lesions on her brain that will break you. What will break most people is you didn't prepare for that. But you never prepared for a diamond to be produced. It has to go through extreme pressure, extreme heat. And if that wasn't enough, what makes a diamond is the cut. So you are put through, if you want to be a diamond, you must go through extreme pressure. If you can't take pressure, then you're not a diamond. After you go through all the pressure you thought you could not handle and you think it's over, then they turn on the heat. Once it goes through that type of pressure and it finally becomes a diamond, at that point you can't break it no more. But if you're willing to say, I'm not going to quit, I guarantee you whatever success you want to have, you're going to have it. And nothing's going to stop us. They have the ability to do well. They have the ability to score on the opponent. What their challenge is that they can't do it. They can't sustain it. You're not intentional and deliberate. You are hoping that the best is going to happen to you, and the best never happens to you. You got to create a product that people need, and you got to give it to them regularly. Like, thank God on Monday for the last 8 years. You just got to keep giving it to them. And the first year, nothing. The second year, nothing. The third year, a little something. The fourth year, a little bit more. By the 5th year, boom, you're a household name. I still got to work out. I still got to do TGIM. We still got to do the podcast. Like, nothing changes because I'm in a different country and I'm in today or tomorrow. Some of you are making the same mistakes over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Your ability to edit, to make adjustments, to make corrections is messed up. There are 2 types of people in the world. There are people who spoil people and people who looking to get spoiled. The people who looking to get spoiled, you are dispensable. We can get rid of you. We don't need you. You're not broke because you broke because of what you do. You are always looking for opportunities to get something for free. But that's average thinking. What makes you great is not you say you're great. What makes you great is that you look for opportunities to add value. If you are not where you want to be, it's because you're not adding value. I want you to think about where you're not adding value. Your wife is not mad at you because you adding a whole bunch of value. Your wife ain't asking for no divorce because you just the #1 husband of the year. That's not why she's asking for a divorce. Are you hearing me? She's asking for a divorce and you're upset, but she's looking at the energy that you give your job, and when you come home, you do not give her the same energy. That's why she's upset. Because she know you got it, because when you go to work, you pouring it out. But when you get home, now you got to take a nap. If your bank account is low in any part of your life, it's, my friend, because you're not adding value. You're broke because you don't have enough stuff to give other people. Rich means that you're rich in natural resources, that you have not just enough for yourself, but you have enough for others. It's pressed down. It's pressed down. It's shaken together. It's running over. What makes this moment serious for me is that I'm sitting in a room of people who have the ability to make their dreams become a reality. And we live at a time and live in a country where we can make that dream a reality. And you have to understand that there are times that I speak, for instance, in prisons, and I'm talking to individuals who will spend the rest of their lives in prison, and they don't have options. They don't have a lot of choice. That what I do when I come in is I provide a sense of hope, and I provide some inspiration, but I'm not able to help them to bring about the change that they want to see happen. And I'm so excited to be in this room because the words that I say in this moment can fuel the rest of your life. That once you leave this room and you go from 70 to 120%, there are going to be some things that happen in your life that didn't happen before, not because you didn't have the ability. So this is not an ability room. We're not talking about ability. We're talking about activating this greatness that's in us. Your abilities are your abilities. I'm not going to be able to help you to do anything that you do better. I'm not going to be able to give you a gift that you don't have. But what I will be able to do is help you today operate in a way you've never operated before. Just write down those things, 1 or 2 or 3 things that you have to desperately get done before this year ends. It's desperation. I don't have a choice. I don't have an option. You got to get that done. You know when it's your time. It's that moment. It's like enough is enough. I can't tell you. People have asked me before, Eric, when you get your PhD? I'm like, I'll get it done. E.T., how far are you in the process? Finish all my coursework. I just got to write the dissertation. But it was something about that night that was different.
I don't know what happened to you. I didn't raise you like this. You think to be a champion means you run faster, you got more skills. No, the champions have more value. You have to make a decision. I said we got to do that one more time. There's a different energy you get when you do it for mama. The adrenaline that we get when we do something for a loved one is a different energy you get when you're doing something just for a score, when you're doing something just to get some affirmation. When you start doing stuff for the people you love, it's a whole nother level. Because there's a part of you that if you don't get it checked, it's gonna ruin every piece of success you ever had. I'm just trying to show you that there's something inside of you that's stopping you from going to the next level. You ain't got to show everything, but you got to show everything because something in you ain't demanding it. It still got control of you. Some of y'all are killing the game. It's not enough that you killing the game. They got to know you killing the game, and they ain't even nobody. You trying to show nobody on the internet that ain't been on no chapter of your life. You trying to show them you don't realize you sick. If a Bentley could make me right as a human, I'd go get one for me, my wife, my daughter, my son right this second. Not even lease it. I'll pay for that joke in cash. If them nice doors, the way they open, if that could heal the sickness that happened between me and my mom and my biological father, I'd go get 4 Bentleys right now. I'd go get 2 for myself because I'm sick and pay for them in cash and trick them jokers out. You are treating the bottom ones like they the top ones. You worshiping low-hanging fruit. What I'm trying to tell you is, when you get to self-actualization, you get it all. Why? Because most humans never get here. And when you get here, all the money is here, all the opportunities are here. People like Jesse who killing the game, you get attracted to these people, and then other billionaires, millionaires calling you because they want to be on the platform. When you get to self-actualization, the cars come with self-actualization. The house comes with self-actualization.
Willie stayed the night at the crib, woke up the next morning, like, I ain't slept out, but I've never felt that type of peace. The peace ain't at the bottom. That's a Louis, that's Gucci. Peace ain't at the bottom. When you get to self-actualization, people walk in your house and feel some of their spirit that they ain't never felt before. You still on some low-hanging fruit. You on some low-hanging fruit. I'm telling you, get to the top. Get to the top. Get to the top. Get everything at the top. Everything at the top. When you get to the top, whatever cars you want, my boy Josh got a dealership. He getting the cars for me. They dropping them off at the crib. I don't even gotta go nowhere to get the car. When you get to the top, they send you the stuff. You ain't even got to go to the store to buy it. But trust me when I tell you, when you get to the top, they all gonna become. And why? Because when you get to the top, you start elevating past them. So the people that just own money, you can pass them up.
The most successful people in the world are the most successful people in the world because they have clarity on what they want. The less people know what they want, the more destructive their lives are, the more depressed they are. I know what I'm going to get. Do it. You're a man now, and a man is only as good as his word, not his emotions. Emotions don't win championships. Emotions don't build buildings. Emotions tear it down. So whatever's gonna cause you not to be your best, stop it. Your responsibility is not to come here and just eat off the legacy. Your responsibility is to come and defend the legacy. Because if you don't defend it, it won't be here 5 years from now. It won't be here 10 years from now. I'm writing a book. I'm not writing a book for myself. As a matter of fact, I told them, keep the $400,000. I don't need it. Give me 50-50. I don't need y'all money. Give me 50-50. They said, why you want 50-50? Because this book is for my grandkids. We're going to make millions and we're going to make sure they have something when they come. I made some decisions not to play video games. I made some decisions not to watch TV. I made some decisions. I want a better future for my kids than I had. And I love my mom, and I love what she did, but she had me at 17 years old. It was a child raising a child, and there was some dysfunction in there. Is this generation gonna be perfect? Absolutely not. But we're gonna set each one up to be better. What do you want? Not what do you want to get. You're a man now. Not what do you want to get. Not what do you want to receive. What do you want? And what do you want to do for this program? The reason why you're not doing it is not because you don't have what it takes to do it, not because you don't have the ability to do it, but whatever it is you say you're going to do, the meaning is not strong enough. Somehow the meaning is not strong enough. You've not put enough value in it. You don't have enough skin in it. You played around with it so much that you don't have nothing to lose if you don't do it. What I'm telling you is you got to create the type of scenarios, not the goal, the type of scenarios that if it doesn't work, you lose everything. And because you cannot lose everything, you got to make it happen. So I don't need you focusing on cars and money and stuff. You're going to get that. I need you to focus on why you were born in the first place. Why are you here on earth for this particular time? What are you doing here? So there is no playtime. There is no fun time. If you don't know what you want, then you've not begun to live yet. It's our time right now. Being a legend is a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice. So I went from a victim to a victor. You will not break me. You will not stop me. You will not defeat me. The only way I lose is if I quit. It's going to be a dogfight. And so if you're ready to quit, then don't get started. If you're ready to quit, don't get started. If you're looking for this easy path, don't get started. If you think they're not going to close the door on you and say no 1,000,000 times, don't get started. But every time they close the door, I just get excited. Why? Because I am not a no. I'm one yes away.